What's up, people? I'm Halls and this is Defeat the Enemy, the first and only show on the internet dedicated entirely to video games. Recently, I've been playing a few games, so I'm making this video just to record my thoughts. First up is Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, the Call of Duty series is more or less the laughing stock of the online gaming community, and by online gaming community, of course, I mean whiny nerds on forums. So Call of Duty has the least favourable reputation of any game series out there, after obviously mobile games and Facebook games and that kind of crap. So, I was expecting this game to be utter shit. If it were any good, you wouldn't see so many complaints and so few people coming to its defense, right? Well, this may come as a surprise, but Ghosts is actually quite good. I should mention I don't do multiplayer, so this is just regarding the single player campaign. But yeah, it's actually a lot better than I was expecting. Most of the ingredients of the game are merely adequate. The gameplay is okay, the graphics are decent but not mind-blowing, the story is mercifully unobtrusive, and so on. Where the game really shines is the art and creativity of the level designers. The game is a visual treat, constantly throwing you into new situations and environments with stunning vistas and different looks and what have you. The first level alone sees you running from a disintegrating town and also fighting off invading astronauts on a space station far above. Other highlights include fighting through a rapidly flooding city, a jungle warfare segment. These frequent new environments keep the game feeling fresh from start to finish and elevate the game head and shoulders above the first-person shooter crowd. As for complaints, well, there are a few. Firstly, the linearity doesn't bother me. This is a roller coaster, not a corridor. This is linearity done right. So that's not an issue for me. Personally, the story is pointless. It's less generic military jargon than I was expecting, but it's still not at all interesting by any stretch of the imagination. There are a bunch of gimmicks that don't really add much, like you can be a dog, you can be a helicopter, you can be a tank. They add nothing, and they would not be missed if they weren't there. There's a million guns, and they're all exactly the same. It's just different kinds of assault rifle. They all do exactly the same thing. Now, those all seem like minor gripes to me, if I'm completely honest. I think the overall is a good game for single player at least. Second up is Watch Dogs. It was okay, nothing special really. The graphics look good, the enemy AI is pretty good too, with the way they're constantly maneuvering to surround you. The driving is really bad, the story is boring, there are no memorable characters, the main character is extra dull. Completely under-delivered on the hype, but not a bad game overall. Finally, we have Batman Arkham Origins, which is a fucking stupid name as it doesn't feature Arkham, or its origins, or Batman's origins. They just threw origins in there, no reason. It's okay. It's almost identical to Arkham City, except with hardly any recognisable characters who weren't returning from previous games. There's only a handful of Batman villains that non-comic nerds would recognise, and all we're left with now are who the fuck is that characters and oh it's him again characters. It's good, but if you've played the rest of the series, it's hard not to feel that you've seen it all before. So that was my little recap of what I've been playing. Till next time.